Trill.
Point the microphone toward him.
That's cool. And then I'm gonna do a special lo mein dinner with special fried rice.
Special fried rice.
Let me do egg drop soup on that one. It could be wonton.
Yeah, and then Willie's right there, and then it shows all of us.
It's a special lo mein dinner.
See.
I did biceps today. This kind of hurts.
And that's gonna be the egg drop.
You deserve this. And Willie deserves his lo mein.
Special fried rice.
Special fried rice.
Little Sal's chicken.
You may get a tug job. You may get tugged.
Yo, who is he ordering food for?
I don't know.
I hope people are watching this right
Please.
now, man. If y'all are wondering what's going on, Trill Will is out here ordering himself some food for $5. Reports are saying that he's trying to beef up Simba for sacrifice so the Ravens win tonight. And Pete's out here knocking everything over.
Sorry.
They told him be there in 15
He's
to 20
good.
minutes. And
15,
we're about to
20.
record for the next 45 minutes
20.
because Clo, take it away.
We're back with another episode of Nothing But Facts.
Not
It's
even
a,
an episode, special edition.
It's a Monday episode. Let's count this as
What is it, 28 and a half?
20. Yeah, let's do 28 and a half.
Let's call it the Ravens Chiefs show.
I'm Clo Rodgers, grandson of Steve Rodgers, son of Aaron Rodgers. And I'm here with the bestest co-host in the whole wide world.
The man
Mr.
who just ordered
Trill.
a Mongolian
Bill.
family to feast on.
It basically, bro. Everybody eats around here. You feel me? Had to get dinner for the family, so yeah, just put in a. You heard the order? Shit, soups, chicken, everything. Beef.
Out here. Where'd you order that from? Give him a
Orient
quick
Chef.
shout. Orient Chef. Yo, fun fact, I used to work at Orient Chef as a driver 2 years.
We don't do China One because this is a fun fact. Every China One is located in the same plaza as an animal hospital. Put
Yeah.
two and two together.
Or next to a Publix.
Put two and two together.
Yep.
It's a crazy accusation.
Well, you want to
Right
know
off the
what?
bat.
If you want to go to the one right here on Miramar and 184th, you want to know what it's
I
next to? A Publix and a vet.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Taking them little dead doggies.
You guys doing good? You
Yeah.
want 'em? Take it away.
Yo, I'm feeling great, man. We're here on Monday night. We got the Chiefs versus the Ravens on Monday Night Football, so we just going to jump on in with these predictions. Don't even need to ask Will. We already know who he's going to say. This man, doesn't do Santeria, but he does voodoo. That voodoo comes on out here. He's trying to get Lamar Jackson to get that victory. Pete, who you got? Oh, by the way, we got Pete from Gamble on Ginter here with
Mr.
us.
Pete.
Nice to meet you guys. Yeah.
Hey, how's it
Good to see
going?
you guys, man.
Found him wandering on the
Excerpt.
street.
You know?
Yeah. So, if you guys haven't gotten into our premium pick program, by the way, we are Gamble on Ginter. Follow us, Gamble on Ginter, on Twitter and Instagram. Follow us on YouTube. Subscribe. That would be fantastic. Our premium pick program has been going live, and we've got the Chiefs money line tonight.
That man said Chiefs money line.
Chiefs money line. Chiefs money line.
Don't
You're
be
gonna give
surprised, Trill.
plus 140 to Patrick Mahomes. You're gonna give him plus 140.
I think he's
I'll
at
take
plus
that
150.
anytime
I
of
think
the
he's
day.
at plus 150 now.
So it's been trending up towards that
Yeah.
It's
direction.
been trending up throughout the day.
It might come out there.
I mean, we in
He's at plus
Baltimore.
145 right
There's
now.
no
We
fans.
having
Yeah.
fun,
Bal-
I'm ready.
Baltimore can get rowdy with like 800 people.
Exactly. Just send 20 crackheads in there. That's all we need. 20 Baltimore crackheads. That's the equivalent.
There's
to
some good
1,000
odds of that
fans.
out in Baltimore, in all honesty.
Exactly. I'm not worried. I ain't stressed.
I always felt like Baltimore was almost like Miami #2 in a sense, you know?
No, it's not. I've been there.
To
Have
an
you watched
extent.
The Wire?
Definitely
To an
not.
extent,
Watch
right?
The Wire. Just watch The Wire.
Okay. I've been hearing that's a good show.
Watch
Is
The Wire.
it a good show? I've
Wha-
heard it's like one of
wha-
the best shows ever.
It made me want to go to Baltimore.
Miami is
It made me think about that. This is a show about just drug dealing, killing, and just wild nigga shit. It made me want to go there. Think about that.
Is that like a white person going after a psych hospitals, like going in through
Exactly. Insane
Yeah.
asylums, goes to. That's the equivalent.
there? No,
Yeah.
there was one of those by my school in college for sure. We always investigated there.
You said who you got, Chloe?
Jesus.
I'm rocking with Broward County.
You gonna rock with Lamar?
Yeah, he's gonna come out. Don't worry.
Yeah.
It's Lamar Jackson.
I don't know. Like, I think it's one of those games that nobody technically loses, but somebody got to walk away with the L.
Nah, not the way the regular season is shaped. You know, they could play. a full, what is it, 60, 70 minutes, 75 minutes, and, just like the Bengals and Eagles,
And
end up in a tie. You feel me? Ain't nobody
Mhm.
got to walk out with an L.
I don't think anybody would be mad with that, to be honest. I think
Oh,
everybody
nah,
would walk
Nick-
out happy.
I mean,
Not you, though.
You be mad.
fans will be happy if it ends 35-35. But let this game end 0-0 or 3-3.
Oh, no, that's not happening.
People will be so disappointed. People will be like, why did I watch this? These two are overrated.
You think it's gonna be 3-3?
I hope not.
No. I
Nah,
doubt
it's
it.
gonna be a
I
shootout.
would never be
42-45.
mad.
You're talking about two of the most explosive offenses.
At least
in
like
God knows how
65
long.
combined, even more.
I would definitely take the over tonight.
Yeah.
I was gonna say
Unless
if,
it's a
if he's
blowout.
gonna make a suggestion,
Over
it's probably the over.
56. You're not watching this game to bet on the under. Like, and we got arguably two of the best quarterbacks in all of football. I mean, you put Russell Wilson into that conversation, and then it's probably those three, 1, 2, 3.
They put
right
the
now.
question out today. They said, "Is this basically the new Manning and Brady? Is Lamar and Patrick?"
I can watch this forever.
Yeah, and
They're
I
saying
would
Lamar
say
got
so
I can watch
because
this
they're
forever.
like the new wave of quarterbacks.
This
I'm
is
so
gonna be
excited
fun.
for this game tonight. I mean, it's gonna be just a brawl. I mean, you've got the Ravens cornerbacks against the receivers of the Chiefs. I mean,
Well, let's talk matchups. All right, so we're talking Lamar, Pat. I feel like everybody kind of already talks about that enough to where we don't have to fully go in depth there. But one that I do like, J.K. Dobbins and then Edwards-Helaire.
The battle of the rookie backs, Clyde gonna take it just because he's a starter over there,
Mhm.
and he's
Yeah.
gonna get more consistent touches.
Unless they go Dobbins in the goal line, and he just goes stupid.
Dobbins got home run ability, big playability, but he's only gonna see maybe 10.
Yeah, but this
maybe
might be one of
15
those games
touches.
where he
That's
kind
what
of
I'm
breaks
saying, like,
out.
it's a
This could be
blowout
one of
game
those
or
games
some
like, you know what?
crazy-
Nah, get in there, bro. Do your thing.
But he gonna take Ingram's job tonight. He gonna go stupid.
That's
mean,
what
it's
you
gonna
want to
happen
happen.
soon.
I understand. Like every fantasy owner wants him to take Mark's job, but
Bruh.
the way
Mark's
we're gonna
getting his
run
10,
it,
15 touches. There's
Next
no
year,
doubt.
when
We're-
Ingram goes, he's gonna be
we're
like a top
thinking
10
long
running
one
back
right now.
in football.
So we're preparing him for the playoffs. He's only going to see he's not getting to 200 carries. I can tell you that right now. He's not going to get to 200 carries, maybe 150 this season. Like we're going to use him, but then like we talked about, Gus Edwards still there, Justice Hill is still there, and Mark Ingram is still your starter, bro.
And it's a running offense. Plus,
And
Lamar Jackson is
I'm
running
like,
the
your
ball
best
too.
running back isn't even named, if we being quite honest.
You have all these weapons on the ground versus the air attack of the Kansas City Chiefs.
Tyreek Hill, McCole Hardman, Travis Kelce.
But you would say that the Ravens are built to kind of combat what the Chiefs do well, which is get guys on the outside who are very fast. They just have no answer for Kelsey.
We got
It's
a
gonna be an
matchup this year. We got a
Bad
matchup.
linebacker.
Not even.
Not even.
We moved Jimmy Smith. Jimmy Smith doesn't have to start at outside anymore.
Okay, so-
he's this is his game.
Oh, okay.
So you're
He's
leaving
gonna have
Hardman
Travis
open.
Kelce all game.
All game.
Yeah.
I mean, I want to
It's
see.
go time.
Marcus Peters is gonna be on Sammy, and Marlon is on Tyreek. That's the only person who can keep up with him.
By the way, watch out. The
Can
X
he keep
factor
up
in
with
this
him?
game is going to be Tyron, the Honey Badger, in this
Yeah.
game.
That's Bama, right? Okay, he can keep up with him.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. that's
Okay.
Bama.
Play with Bama speed.
So, I have a emergency announcement that I gotta make.
What happened?
Trill Will, security looking at your tags. Might want to run out there, go check your car real quick. This is a live report. Before they violate you.
Are they looking at mine?
So far, I'm being told it's a Toyota, which is true.
What is happening?
What
So
an
we're gonna do this show at 75% for the time being and try and.
Wow.
Hey, let me know if they're looking at my car, man.
There's a first time for everything, is there not?
Jesus
That's
Christ.
amazing.
And the show goes on.
He's so far during this whole run, he has ordered Chinese food
Yes.
right before everything was about to
He
go
also
off.
almost missed the show because he was napping.
That's
Some shows
that's
happen,
incredible.
Yeah.
That's incredible. One
made
hell
it
of a
here,
run
though.
today. We're here somehow. But yeah, the Honey Badger is going to be the X factor in this game against Mark Andrews. I mean, such great value in the Chiefs tonight. So, I guess where do we get into? I guess the best thing would be kind of the Heat Lakers series, since Chloe, you're a huge LeBron fan, correct?
So we have a live report that
Well-
someone backed into Trill Will's car.
Oh no.
Yep. And the police Chiefs are here and everything. So we're gonna be doing this show with me, Clo, and Pete.
I'm kind of concerned about Will.
What? So my car's is fine, but someone hit his car.
Yeah.
Someone is just hitting his car.
Someone has hit his car. Will has had a day. This is a live report.
Who's texting you?
How's my car?
This is being reported live from my mom
no.
and girlfriend.
Oh, okay. Jesus Christ.
That's awful.
All right, let's continue. Should we continue?
And additionally, that they were about to tow his car.
I kind of want to just hear this now.
This is crazy.
Like back out and hear the story of what just happened.
I don't know, but what do we have next? So we talked about Dobbins versus Clyde Edward-Helaire.
Mm-hmm.
What about the two best kickers in the league?
Damn, I wish Trilbo was here. The dog's here, everyone's here. We vibing. I would say Justin Tucker is fire. They're both two of the best kickers ever, besides Vinatieri and Gostowski.
Push. They're both great. I don't know.
Fire.
They're both great kickers.
They're
That's for
fire.
sure. I mean, Justin Tucker may be the best we've ever seen.
Mm-hmm.
Butker's just
Of
younger.
his name, I'm going with Young Hoku.
Young Hoku.
He's
He's
low-key fire.
He's the best onside kicker I've ever seen. His onside kicks, have you seen? I think he's like 4 for 4
the
career.
onside kick that Dallas hit against the Falcons.
Yeah, that's
That's
the
the
Greg
weird.
the leg.
And then they were just looking at the ball. They were like, "I'm not. You gonna touch it? No, I'm not gonna. Bro, no one touched it."
I love how our default when Willie left was to go kicker conversation.
Yeah, well, it was actually next up on the list regardless, but do we have any fantasy studs tonight? Any unexpected fantasy studs? Because, I mean, I feel like we could...
For football purposes, just because I want to see a good game and fantasy-wise, I just want everyone to go crazy. Like one of those Monday night shootouts.
Miko Hardman tonight, I think, is a very sleepy play.
One of those guys, him, Sammy, Robinson. One of
Someone's gonna go off, and Sammy. I mean, if you played week 1, Sammy, that's the best fantasy player that we've ever seen. Is Sammy Watkins in week 1? Every week after that, I don't think he's gonna put the week 1 production out there for the rest of the season. So, Miko Hardman.
It's hilarious how you just basically moved the camera.
Yeah, we
Took him out.
cut him out for now. Camera work, bro.
He's gonna be out for a little bit.
I mean, some people I feel like that are unexpected fantasy studs that could possibly pop out tonight is someone like a Willie Snead.
Ooh, Willie Snead.
Yeah.
Someone on the
He could pop
Ravens
out,
besides
catch some quick
Hollywood and Mark
touchdowns.
Andrews.
Yeah.
Would you say the line was on Willie Snead
So if
catching
Willie
2
Snead
touchdowns
catches
tonight?
2 touchdowns and Baltimore wins, it's plus 2,600. So if you put down $20, you would win. What is that? Like 40?
$260? I don't know.
No, it's
I don't
plus
know.
2,600.
2,600.
Yeah.
So that means if you put 100, you get 2,600.
I don't know what it. Yes. So that's yeah.
Yeah.
That would be so. You put 100, 2,600.
But you could
Yeah,
put.
so it's about like 400 something.
Hey, that's vibing.
Dude, that's
It's
a crazy.
possible.
I mean, it's possible in a goal line offense where you're thinking there's gonna be a lot of points.
Mm-hmm.
So Willie Snead could be one of those dudes.
All right. Let's just go into facts or crack. All right.
Facts or crack.
We gotta do it because I think he'd rather miss facts or crack than he would the NBA Finals talk, which I'm excited to talk about.
Yeah.
But let's go into facts or crack. First and foremost, will we see Victor Oladipo in a Heat jersey next year? I want to say it's more factual than the idea that Giannis is coming.
But would
to
it be a
Miami, but-
trade or would they?
I'm gonna say crack.
Yeah, like
I'm gonna
how
say
would
crack.
it be? Because I don't. If the Heat give up anything, it's like,
Giannis in 2021 is the main goal.
I think Giannis would be the better bet to go after because I think we wouldn't lose as much going after him potentially.
No, and I see
you're
you.
just signing him. You just got like.
I think we're set on the guard. Like we got Hero, we got Goran, like that.
We
looks
got
nice.
Robinson.
Oladipo plays that kind of Heat basketball, so you know that's kind of like a target, and you know he's boys with Jimmy Butler and all.
If
the boys
Robinson
on that
gets some
team.
defense and Hero pans out, they could be like a great backcourt in the NBA for sure.
Yeah, I'd prefer to have Giannis because I think Giannis
Well,
would fit in well as that 3 flex 4 spot.
Well, Hero has just proven himself as just the guard, so you don't
Not
really
even the
necessarily
guard.
you don't necessarily need to go after that position again because Tyler Hero is going to be your starter next
Tyler
year.
Hero's a
There's
fourth
no question
quarter
about
piece.
it.
At point guard, right?
I think
I will
that-
put him at point guard.
See, I think Goran does a lot.
Oh,
my God!
he's
We have
back.
heard many
Hold,
things.
okay,
Yo,
so
what happened? What
you're
happened?
Hold on,
You're gonna
live report.
listen.
So we're
Okay,
hearing
so
many
the
things,
show's about to
but
get
let's-
really good, guys.
This is the first time this has ever happened live on air.
You've heard the story about my first car accident. How my car was just, chilling out there. I was asleep.
Yeah.
And, just another time where I'm living my life. My car is parked somewhere, and the lady was just backing out and just famped my shit. So got a little bumper damage. Talked to the police real quick. Talked to the Silver Lakes Community Police. They little fake police, and you feel me? But I'm straight. A little money.
Is my car okay?
Oh,
Yeah,
bruh.
is my car good?
Bro, what's
Honda
crazy?
out in
Like
front?
they had a tow truck out there. I don't know why the tow truck was there though.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, they were like, yeah, we about to go send a search party to your house. And I was like, nah, let's not do that. I was like, let's not do that.
Search party to your house?
Exactly. I was like, bruh, my car is there. People
Yeah.
are telling you where I'm at. So yeah, car straight. A little money damage. We alive. We back at it like crack
We
addicts.
thought you were gone the whole time. We were like, oh, he's got to go file a police report.
Bruh, all I saw was Miramar PD, and I was like,
You missed all the Ravens Chiefs
We
take.
talk kickers, we talk fantasy
We
stuff,
talk
so
kickers, bro.
Justin Tucker. That's the GOAT. Harrison Butler. Hey.
Alright, well,
Hey.
we're on Facts or Crack now, so we were actually just talking about it. You think we're going to see Oladipo in a Heat jersey next year? We were pretty much saying that we think it's crack, but that it's probably better that they go for Giannis, but it's still possible because he's boys with Butler.
When Pete pointed out about 10, 15 minutes ago when we were still outside that Tom Crean has also coached Victor Oladipo at Indiana,
Yeah.
and they already have that connection that we like Marquette
D
boys
Wade,
in
yeah,
Kentucky.
D Wade Tom Crean was his coach, so he's always given love to Tom Crean.
Exactly. So I wouldn't be surprised if we go after him, but it's not going to be the contract that he expects and that most people expect. It's not going to be that max deal.
And
I think Giannis is just the better option at this point.
I mean, that's the goal. That's what they're doing. That's where they're building up. I think getting Victor Oladipo at the contract that he's going to demand, I don't think that does. Like, the Heat have cap space. If they want to do it, they can do it. But I feel like Giannis, now, I think they want to wait because he might get traded this year.
I just realized this whole time Will was muted.
Hey,
I muted his mic.
no.
So to catch y'all up even faster, someone hit his car, right? It was
Yeah,
just
he
chilling.
did.
Someone hit his car. It's all over and done with now. He
Had a
almost
little
towed his car, sent a search party to his house, but he's good now.
Yeah, had a little talk with Miramar PD. They famous.
Yeah. And then what was it for you again? Facts or crack for the Oladipo thing?
He there. The more I think about it, he fit. He only gonna get 100 mil. I don't want Giannis, bro. The more I know, everyone's face may have just changed and everything.
No, I don't.
I don't want Giannis right now, bro.
I'm not upset, but I'm not
make
happy
the whole
with
team
hearing
around
that.
him instead.
I'm just like, bro, you got Bam. I'm building around him. He's only gonna get better. Tyler is only gonna get better.
You should invest in a supporting cast at this point.
Exactly.
better
I would
on-
start.
More depth.
I'm filling out hella more shooters, more bench, more vet. I'm not gonna go spend 200 mil and bet on
So
a guy.
hear me out here.
Dragic,
Hear me out here real quick, right? Yesterday we talked about Montrezl Harrell.
Mm-hmm.
What if he were to slide to Miami?
That's
that
not
would
a
be
bad look.
That would be a good supporting piece to have around. Or at
That would
least-
be low key fire.
That's not a
It
bad
would
look
be.
at
That would
all.
be
It's not a
low-key
bad
fire.
move
You
at
run them
all.
Twin Towers?
It's not. They could get him at a decent
You
price.
could
They
put
don't have
him
to
at
put a
power
max on
four
him.
and start him.
Imagine him and Bam running the pick and roll. Think
That's
about
what I'm
that.
saying. You put more structure in your
Apocalypse.
in your paint.
Apocalypse.
You heard what he
I
said?
feel like a lot of the offense is set around, though, Bam being able to space out the floor because he's
Trez
running
has never
the
been
you
the
can
focus
see-
of an offense, though.
That's true.
He's not the
That's
focus of
true,
an
but
offense.
Where's he gonna get his scoring offensively?
I
That's
don't.
in
But that's
paint,
the thing.
and
He's
that
not
clogs
one of
up
those
the
people
paint.
that he needs to get his.
So-
he doesn't need to get his points.
The
he
way
needs to win.
the Heat is structured, it's never set for someone to go off for 30. It's based off of strictly ball movements and making reads and cuts and everything of that nature. Bam, in this nature, has just been more aggressive. He's got the ball in his hands. You're not going to take it out of his hands. If anyone's heard Calipari talk the past 2-3 days, he's been all over ESPN. He's like he created a new position, the point center.
Yeah.
And to be quite honest, he's not doing anything that Jokic can't do, but it's the way he's so aggressive
He's so
on
much more athletic and
fits
faster,
and bro on defense. He's 10 times better than Jokic.
without a doubt.
Like he doesn't even have to jump, and he's a better defender than
100 times
Jokic.
better.
Just off of feet movement and everything of that nature.
There's not many centers in the league who can switch on to point guards and it not be a complete mismatch. Bam can switch on to guards. Bam can switch on to centers. Now imagine that with the best off-ball defender in the league in Giannis.
let's just
Do you
talk.
think you really want to just settle for Montrezl Harrell at that point? Because he's gonna get Montrezl Harrell's gonna get paid. Like he's proven
but
to be
we
a
wouldn't
pretty-
have to.
He'll
We
get a
wouldn't have
nice
to pay him a
contract for sure.
Giannis contract or an Oladipo contract.
He's gonna get a nice contract though. He's gonna get.
You
good
can
money.
give Montrez 4 for 80 and he'll be happy as hell.
And we can afford that. And you could still spare money to then pay Hero, pay Bam, pay everybody
But
else.
you don't need to pay a hero for a while. Like you will eventually.
the
need
next
to pay
person
him.
you have to pay is Bam.
Yeah, for
Bro,
sure.
let's talk about Bam's
That's
Eastern
max
Conference
contract.
Without a
final
doubt.
stats.
Bam.
Look, his Eastern Conference final stats: 21.8 points, 11 rebounds, 5.2 assists, 1.7 steals.
One
That boy's
block a
gonna get
game.
paid a max contract.
What was
No,
his
he's a
shooting
max
percentage
player.
from the field?
There's no way
60.
he's not going
His,
to.
his defensive,
60%
everything defensive, all
and
the metrics for him defensively will
77%
support that he's a
from the free
max
throw.
contract player.
And he had a block on that.
Man was playing 39 minutes a
He
game.
averaged at least one of every single stat. He averaged at least one of every single stat. That's the guy who kept us alive throughout all of this. In all honesty, because he
He's
was
the
the only
most
player
important.
he
every
led
single
that
game.
131 points.
And then
for
to
the whole
even talk
series.
about what Will was saying, to add on to why I think Montrezl Harrell would be a good fit. We're a team that's developed to have four or the whole starting lineup pretty much all score like 15 to 20 points each.
6 in double figures.
Exactly, bro.
Yep.
From Jay Crowder, fucking Duncan Robinson, Jimmy, Tyler, Dragic, and Bam. Tyler was third.
20-year-old.
Tyler.
You gotta love it.
20-year-old,
bright.
bro.
But let's keep it going for facts or crack. All right. We talked about Oladipo going to the Heat. The next one. So everybody has to have seen this by now. This play with Tristan Hill from the Cowboys, where Chris Carson was already on the ground on his belly. Right. The play was dead.
You want to know some wild stuff?
Mm.
My little homie, you know who I mean when I would say that.
Yeah.
My little homie actually knows him, and that's the person he kind of wanted to set up to do an interview with. Like he know him.
Tristan Hill.
So we gotta know him, and be like, yo,
Like what's
What
wrong,
hap-
bro?
what
I just
happened?
I'm like, bro, you a shitty human being, bro. Why you
CTE?
so angry? Like
why you gotta do that?
Yeah. So for those who don't know,
Ankle lock, but
just
from
to
the whole
clarify
knee?
it for the listeners, right? Tristan Hill rolled like his back over. I want
bro,
to say
he
like
did
Chris
it.
Carson's
He
legs,
basically
and then
did an
grabbed
extra
the leg.
roll.
Yeah, and
like-
then rolled even more and like dragged his leg like over his shoulder and like what was it that now he might have like season-ending hip surgery or something?
He's got a knee sprain for sure.
Mhm.
Yeah.
He's fried for the next
So it's
couple
just
weeks.
like, bro, my whole thing is why you that angry?
Yeah, you
Like-
keep hearing multiple reports about how severe it is for Carson, man.
At this point, he needs to be on the lookout. If I was him, like, bruh, I might not even play this week, be honest, bruh. People coming for your knees. Like, people is trying to end your season this week. Because it's a code in the NFL. You just don't do shit like that, bruh.
That's Bush
Yeah.
League to go for that big of a human being's legs like that. I mean, to carry up the frame that they have to work out. And
he's
be
already
up-
on the ground, and you're literally rolling.
I mean,
It's
yeah,
different
you
if
do-
you hit them
you
clean
do
and
that
put them
to a
out.
Florida
Exactly.
alligator. That's what a Florida
That's
alligator
exactly
does
what
to
I
kill
was
its prey.
thinking.
It's different when you're looking a man in the eyes, you run at him, you lay him out clean, and he's out the game. It's different when he's already down on the ground trying to like get back up, and you try and attack him while he's down, literally.
Definitely warrant of a suspension for sure.
Yeah. So facts or crack? Should he be suspended? Facts. I
Yeah,
think
At the-
everybody
facts.
could agree there.
At the very least, he needs to see, like, a 6-figure fine.
I was gonna say
Mhm.
it has to be like 2 games and like a big fine, or like 4 games or 6 games.
Like,
it's
this
gonna be
needs to be equivalent to, like, those fines they were giving James Harrison for killing people.
yeah. And now James
much-
Harrison
what
is in
are
a
the fines
Geico
like?
commercial.
Bro, James
killing people.
Harrison got, like, 100K for killing Josh Cribbs one night on national TV. Bro, he
What
was
happened?
handing out
I want to see
How'd he hit
Burfitt's
him?
career
Wasn't
fines.
there a play that he hit someone?
Bro, he killed Colt McCoy. Like, he gave Joshua Cribbs at least 2 different concussions in his career. Colt McCoy concussion. Like, James Harrison and Vontaze Burfict, if you put them together,
When you guys,
I wouldn't have
Serial
went
killers.
when
went
you
across
played
the
James
middle.
Harrison, you knew what was happening on the Ravens.
You want
Listen,
to
James
know what happens
Did
when you
Terrifying.
Flacco ever get killed?
You want to know what happens when you put
Check,
them 2
please.
together? You
Kiko
get Ray
Alonso
Lewis.
almost killed
Check,
Flacco.
please.
I remember that. Oh man, that was a good one. That was my best one.
He said,
James Harrison, the only thing I think about with him is him in the off season
Oh my
playing
God.
volleyball with medicine
Workouts.
balls.
Bro, he's still ripped. Like, I think he's been retired for like a year or 2 now, and he's
Oh,
still
you don't-
just.
Bro,
Oh, you
look
don't
at him in
stop
those
that.
No
Geico
reason.
commercials.
Oh,
he
you
looks
don't
like
stop
he
that.
still signed
Yeah.
a 1-year contract.
That's facts.
So next, facts or crack? We found out today that Doc Rivers is out as the Clippers coach. Will he find a head coaching job next year? I'm definitely going to say facts. I mean, you have Houston looking for a coach. Who else is looking for a coach?
With the right fit.
Yeah, it has to be the right fit. But I'm saying I feel
Doc
like
and Doc's not gonna go rebuild the team.
I think he's gonna take a year.
championship.
I think he's gonna take a year off and survey the playing field. I think he fits in a lot of places. A lot of people are gonna want to hire Doc. A lot of people want to play for Doc. So, and that's the most surprising part is Kawhi wanted Doc. The whole reason he went was for Doc.
Going to the city of brotherly love.
You think he's gonna go to Philadelphia?
Ben Simmons.
What the fuck he gonna do over there? He'll be like, shoot.
He gonna get him right, and he gonna make Joel Embiid stop shooting threes. Cause it's like, bruh,
You just go inside and average 30 and 15.
he literally averaged a point per post up. That's the most illogical stat ever. So literally every time he caught it, it was either foul and one bucket. Didn't matter. How do you not? Why are you shooting threes?
Because he's not happy because people aren't giving him good GIF reactions.
I've seen that commercial.
Yeah,
I'm disappointed in him for that, honestly.
Yeah, honestly, I was too. I agree with you. I think Philadelphia would be a good fit for him. I think people would expect a team like Houston, as you said. Like I think it has to be a ready-made team. But facts, I think it's more than likely he will be a head coach next year. But I could see him taking maybe a year off. He might consider that. You know, he might be a little fried out.
New Orleans spoke about talking to him.
New Orleans would be a good fit too. I think he would prefer a team like New Orleans. I can see that.
Be like, you're not gonna eat. He's gonna work out.
That could work, but at the same time, he might kill them niggas. Like, he would look at them youngins and be like, bro, what are y'all doing? Y'all don't know how to run a simple pick and roll, run simple, like, zones and stuff? I could tell Kawhi and Lou Will, everyone else to do this shit. Y'all can't do it? I get KG to do this. He ain't even know how to dribble. So it's like, bro, come on now. Like, I don't know if that's the best fit, but, hey, if you're talking to him, it's not bad.
So I'm switching this next one from facts or crack to just an overall question. Who do you guys think will be the Clippers' head coach next year? So
Is Ty Lue he's on their bench?
Yes, he was on their staff. Their
so
coaching
Ty
staff.
Lue is definitely a possibility. Now, however, a couple of names that have been floated. One was Phil Jackson.
One was Jason Kidd.
Yeah, Jason Kidd is up there too. But I think Jason Kidd right now is with the Lakers, right? So we won't hear about that
That'd be
till
some
after the
crazy shit.
season.
I think of two deserving coaches or two coaches who can maybe get the job done. Think of Mark Jackson and Fizdale off the top of my
David
head.
I like Mark
Fizdale was
Jackson.
the one I would recommend.
And Jeff Van Gundy was mentioned as well.
I'm like, bruh, those three.
Mark Jackson, all them boys.
Like, I'm trying to think who else is just sitting at home.
Well, let's think of someone who may be intrigued by the opportunity. What about the reunion of Popovich and Kawhi?
I hear that
Popovich gotta
Chauncey
get like
Billups is
15.
looking into coaching.
Yeah, they were talking about
Would
the
they have to
Pacers.
trade for him? Like they've traded. Like,
You know what I
so
saw?
he traded for Pat Riley.
Yes, and I
Mhm.
think the same thing happened for Doc Rivers.
Yeah,
They
Doc
Doc
traded.
Rivers
yeah,
went to Brooklyn.
Correct.
You know what I
right?
saw? I saw some shit. I don't know if it would happen. It was basically Brad Stevens to the Clippers for Kawhi.
No.
Danny
Man.
Ainge would send that nigga for anything. He'd be like, I get Kawhi.
I got Kawhi, coach.
Gone.
And
He'd
get,
be like, bro, I send my son over there. It don't matter.
Send like one type of low key.
Marcus Smart gone.
Gone. Kawhi's
Gone.
gone. We'll find a coach.
Exactly. What you want? You want Taco? Gone. Whoever Cantor? Gone. It don't matter. Only person who's untouchable is Tatum. Shit, you want Jaylen Brown? Gone.
Nah, Jaylen Brown got to. That would be crazy.
You put Tatum next to Kawhi.
So
Tatum not gonna fold like PG. Just saying.
Mm.
So as I swallow my last swig of beer, I have one thing to say with the utmost confidence. I told y'all motherfuckers the Heat were going to win in 6, and now the NBA fucking
Yes.
finals is the LA Lakers versus the
Yeah,
Miami
that's a lot of
Heat.
moves,
And I
yeah.
feel like
saw it.
somewhere
I was
in the past,
concerned.
if you look back on our episodes too when the bubble started, I could have sworn I said it could be the
Heat
Lakers
in
and the
6.
Heat.
Heat in 6.
It's going to be the Heat in 7. Because you want to say why you think there's going to be a game 7? And then we're going to destroy the Lakers?
Oh, it's gonna be I want it to be a good series, so I'm gonna have the Lakers in 7. But I wouldn't be surprised if it's like in 6 or LeBron just come on and it's in 5. But I think it's gonna be competitive. Even if it's a short series, it's gonna be competitive. Like I expect every single game to go down to the wire, unless some shit. You know what I want to see? Bam versus AD. Because hear me out. Bam would go at AD for sure, but when Bam goes out, you're really gonna rely on.
I mean, it'll be
Leonard,
interesting to
Kelly
see.
Olynyk.
It'll be
Like,
interesting to
who are
see
you
what the
gonna-
big
who are you
rotation.
gonna
You're
put?
gonna
'Cause there's
base
gonna be
your
a-
substitutions literally the same way you did in Milwaukee. So every time Giannis left the court, Bam left the court.
Yeah,
And
that's
you're
what
gonna
I'm
do the
saying.
same
Because
thing.
it's like, bro, you can't. They
Exactly.
can't go 80, bro.
Now,
80's just
You're
gonna
never
here-
gonna not have Bam on
Now,
the
hear
court.
me
That's
out.
what's gonna
It's the
happen.
NBA Finals. AD may never come off the court.
He can't play 48 minutes like
Yeah,
Bam
yeah.
can.
Nah.
He'll play like 36.
Bam will play
37,
48 minutes before he will.
But
Yeah.
Giannis was like, I mean,
But
he
LeBron
only
might
played
just
like
go be
30
like-
minutes.
42.
Bro, when one of them come out, those are gonna be the big weak points. The Heat got to strike at those moments.
I mean, you look at the game itself, and you see Jimmy Butler and LeBron James. Now, LeBron does everything Butler does, and better.
Mm-hmm.
AD
Jimmy
does
don't fear
everything
Bron.
except for maybe the dribbling and the passing. But AD does everything that Bam does, and he has a 3-point shot and a mid-range game, so he can take Bam away from the basket. So that seems like it's advantage AD, but it's going to be everyone else. I mean, the Heat spread the ball around so much. You can get it from Hero one night, you can get it from Crowder another night.
You get it from everybody.
The
in one
truest
night. Fuck it.
statement about this series is the Lakers have the best 2 players. Everyone knows that.
Yeah.
No, hands down, simple discussion. But the next 5 players.
Well, I was about to say, didn't somebody send that to us earlier? Like, they were joking. They said the next 10 players is all the Heat. But like,
for
realistically,
sure,
it's definitely
the-
more than 5.
the next 5, you could go Jimmy, Bam, Duncan, Tyler.
The whole
scoring.
starting 5. Literally.
That's better than Kuzma,
like,
playoff
Kuzma played
Rondo,
like dog shit in the last series.
Dwight Howard.
LeBron.
You taking Duncan Robinson over Kuzma?
Yes. Right
Yes.
now, the way they're
Yes.
both playing. Are you kidding me?
Yes. Well,
Duncan
I
Ro-
can't stand Kyle
You not
Kuzma.
see that Duncan Robinson with that HDR last series? Are
He
you
could
kidding
shoot
me?
from everywhere, man.
He got car 98, sleight of hand.
Quick
He just
scope.
sniper.
Yes, he does.
Quick scope.
Hall of Fame.
He got
Deadeye.
attack. He put attack laser on it for no reason.
Jesus
Hall of Fame
Christ.
Deadeye. Just, yeah, I would take Duncan Robinson in that matchup as well. I mean, it's going to be very interesting how it plays out. And I'm just happy to see the Heat actually make it to
I
the
really want to
finals.
see these young guys go off because it's like I know it's the bubble, but still it's in that mind. It's the NBA Finals. You're like 20, 21,
This is
22.
one
You
of
look
those
across
finals.
and it's LeBron James. I want to see them perform because if they perform, okay, you're for real. Because I don't want them to fold, but at the same time, if it happens, I wouldn't be mad because they're so young.
I'm more
besides
upset to
Jimmy.
see Danny Green in the series. He's
Bro,
gonna.
he's so
gonna-
annoying. If he gets another, it's like
Boy, looking like Lionel Richie.
he's an X factor. If he show up on, you know
He-
how he is in those NBA
I
Finals.
know-
If he shows up,
I know he
Then
was,
it's like-
he was terrible to watch when those San Antonio series. Like
if he
we got a
sho-
handful of
if he
Danny
shows
Green.
up and he's hitting those threes, it's a wrap. Like no one could stop Danny Green in the finals at those points.
I'm interested. Do you think the Heat are going to play LeBron kind of the way they played Giannis, where as soon as he gets cross half court, there's going to be someone in his face? Or you
Yeah,
got to play
you
LeBron a little
gotta.
bit different?
You got to. You got to show him that you're not going to let up.
Honestly, you make LeBron a jump shooter. That's the way
Yeah.
to beat LeBron. Like that's the book on beating LeBron James. Greg Popovich and Rick Carlisle has shown you that a few times that if you clog the paint and force LeBron to be a jump shooter for 7 straight games.
I think that he could do that,
He
man.
gonna be money.
I think
I
they
mean,
could do that.
Granted, now is year 17. He got a better jump shot now, but at that time it worked because he didn't have it. So
Honestly, I think that's what made the Celtics such a
But
threat
he's
to the
so
Heat is that they
up
could hit those
now.
outside shots
Bruh,
like
some
it's nothing.
shit gon' Man, he gonna figure it out. 100%.
But let's never forget, Jimmy don't fear LeBron. Plain
he
and
don't fear
simple.
nobody, bro.
He don't
So-
fear nobody.
You don't gotta fear him.
If we're going by Paul Pierce standards, that's all you need to beat LeBron, apparently.
I don't want to hear Paul
Bro,
Pierce on
Paul
this
Pierce
broadcast.
is
please.
so annoying.
I saw
Paul-
the video
Paul
of him.
Pierce said if
I
LeBron
can't
wins this
stand
ring, that
him.
he'll move LeBron to number 2
I
in
saw
his
the
ranking.
video circulating of him like tossing his headband into the crowd, and then they immediately throw it back right at him violently. And this is, I mean, he was in Brooklyn, so I don't know what the stadium he was in, but that was great.
All right, so last question regarding the NBA Finals. Whose legacy is more impacted if they win? You think it's someone like LeBron or AD? Or if the Heat win, you think it's more impactful to someone like a Jimmy who they said was a bad teammate?
Hands down,
LeBron.
No. Yeah, LeBron's the obvious answer. If AD gets the ring, okay, it doesn't matter. But it's like, okay, he got one, but he got it with LeBron. Like, everything's going to come up. But LeBron's LeBron. If he gets a 4th, it's going to be wild. But if Jimmy Butler gets one,
Especially
You
the
gotta
first
start-
year after he was called all this
out
shit.
of they made a whole montage of just like, oh, Jimmy Butler's going to go waste his career. AC at best, if not lottery, this and that. Bro, if he gets a ring,
Especially against
great
LeBron.
shit. but he's going to Hall of Fame off rip. 100%. He gets this ring. First ballot, just because of the whole run. 100% in my opinion.
Yeah, honestly, like, I will say, like, I went in person to the 06 finals. You know, I went to the playoffs in the years that LeBron was with us, and I saw all that in person. I'll say maybe next to 06, this may be better, if not, you know, close to, like, how it felt with 06 when we won in 06. In all honesty, like, just the feeling of how we got to where we are.
I feel like just because it's like a massive upset, it's more like gratifying because
Yeah.
the 06 team, I mean, you had Shaq, still very, very good Shaq, and Dwayne Wade was playing like a superstar the year before, so you kind of just felt it. Like, you felt like that team was built to win a championship. This team, you kind of saw it, but felt like you were one or two pieces away, like really good pieces away compared to what you were spoiled with Bosh, Wade, and LeBron, who at the time probably were 3 of the top 10 players in the NBA.
Yeah.
Like, that's not fair. It's just not fair. But this year it was gratifying because they had to go through that Bucks team. I mean, that Bucks
And
team was the best
dismantle them.
defensive, like, was a historically good defensive team. Their plus minus was historically good.
Mhm.
They were consistently winning games by 10 or more. And then they run into the Heat, and that just happened to be the matchup that worked with them. And then Boston, I mean, Boston's a really good team.
Well, everybody definitely counted them out when Boston
like,
came around.
like
Willie.
I mean, look,
I did it before.
Shit.
Yeah, get on him. He's a Heat fan.
It
I
was-
told
was
it. Wait,
bad.
did I not
It
tell
was
him on
bad.
both your shows that this man's a fucking traitor?
I was just like, look,
You
I'm
were
a
just
Heat
like,
fan.
well, you would never do that to the Ravens.
No, because
You said you cried about the Ravens.
exactly.
You ain't no Heat Nation, boy.
I mean, it's just I'm happy to be
Say
here.
your apologies, look up to God, and then look Pat Riley, you know, wherever he may be, look into his spirit and apologize
leave
to
him
him too.
alone, man. His car just got hit.
I'm just like I'm still kind of reacting to that, no cap. But and I'm just
this whole
like
time in his head, he's like, "Yo, this
He's
car
like,
really."
this is so much emotion.
I'm just like it. I don't know. You know, we here though. We here. Shit, Heat Nation. We happy to be here. I said it already. Look, if we get swept, hell, where's like I said before,
It's still a great season.
Look,
everyone
It's
else
still
is
an amazing season.
For sure.
You accomplished so much,
I-
and that's you overachieved if you get swept.
I want to make one wager with Willie. If the Heat win the finals, I want you to write a handwritten letter to Pat Riley apologizing to
Oh,
him
I
that
do-
you doubted him
I'll
live
do
on
that.
air.
I'll do that easily
Okay.
with my crooked chicken scratch.
You gotta buy him.
between-
You gotta buy him Chinese food as well.
Yeah, hey,
Yeah,
That-
send him a gift card. Send him a gift card.
he
No
probably
China one.
he probably don't eat what we eat.
You just all right. Send him a Visa gift card so he can use it
Oh.
wherever he can.
Okay,
Joe
you
Stone
right.
Crab then.
You right.
That'll probably cover his tip.
Exactly. I'm like that's about all it'll cover. Maybe some gas for the day.
Well, that's it. You want to wrap it up for him?
Oh, and the Ravens are losing 6-3.
Yeah.
Oh.
and
Oh
there-
yeah, I was
A big
bruh,
big updates. Harrison Butker missed an extra point,
Yeah.
so the
that-
debate is over.
The jinx is
It's
up.
okay.
You
It's
feel
only,
me?
it's only first quarter. But yeah, as always, follow us on Twitter and Instagram, MBF_Clo, MBF_Trill, at Only Amano. Ginty.
Ginty Fresh 36. Follow Gamble on Ginter. Follow our show. If you were here earlier in the show, you got our pick of Chiefs money line tonight. Currently up 6-3. At
Mhm.
the dismay of one Willie, but
Tragic. And
it is
follow
what
us,
it is.
follow us on YouTube as well, MBF_podcast, and Nothing But Facts all together on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and Anchor.